G'day. Thank you so much for jumping in and subscribing to the Secret Podcast. I'm very excited that it's all private. It's good for you too because you'll get to hear some things that I would never share on a public podcast before. So what that means is I've got a couple of things I'm going to show you in a moment that can help you out with engaging. That's probably the most exciting thing about this is you can be anywhere in the world listening to this podcast and still feeling like you're part of something. So I really want to engage with you. And there's a few ways I want to share on how you can do that. Perfect. So step number one is, well, to listen to the podcast, you need to have it installed. You can't just find it. You've got to actually follow these instructions. So I've got a link to that in the email. The other thing you can do is if you are watching this on desktop, you can actually scan that QR code. Hopefully that works for you and you'll be able to install it that way. What else? Yeah, I guess I like listening on Apple Podcasts. Sometimes though, when you install a private podcast, there might be an error message. That still means it's installed. It's just a bug that Apple has. Overcast is another awesome app. I love that you can speed up things to like 1.7 times the pace. Although with my voice, you might need to slow it down. And Google Podcasts is also a great one too. But just, find your favorite app, install it. That's step number one. Step number two is if you listen to the trailer, I would love to engage with you throughout the week. So in ways that you can do that is head on over to slido.com, use the code SECRETS, or again, simply scan that QR code up there. I've got a question there. If you could wave your magic wand and improve anything in your facilitation business, let us know what that is. You might be working internally, so it's just like, oh, I want the confidence, or I want to know what I need to do when I leave my job. Or if you've got a business already, it could be, look, I've got the stage where I want to start booking out more. I want to expand my reach. I want to get more repeat business. Whatever that is for you, let us know there. And you can also ask questions. So part of this is it won't just be me sending you pre-recorded stuff next week. I want to target this to what you're actually asking me. And this is the benefit of it not being a webinar, is that you can listen to this in your own time within the week once it launches to get your answers there as well. And the third thing is, if you're not already in the flip chart, I suggest you join, jump into the poll, and I'd love to hear from you. Where do you listen to your podcast? When you're driving, when you're exercising, when you're doing domestic duties, or add your own option. I don't know where else you are, but let us know there. And that's essentially it. Every day in the flip chart next week, you'll get prompts for topics of discussion that really expand upon the topic of the day that's been released. So those are the ways to engage. I'm excited to learn more about you, hear about your facilitation challenges in terms of booking your business, and we'll chat to you next week.